I hope I can help Chad find his parents. He deserves to know.
He certainly does.
Thank you for advising me on how to go about it.
I'm afraid I wasn't that much help.
Well, we're kind of in the same boat. I wish you success in finding the son of the people that you're helping. I just feel so bad that they have to keep their search a secret because they're afraid it'll cause problems.
Yes. It's worse than that, because if they were to find their son, lives would be destroyed. The consequences are enormous.
Then why are they still trying to find him?
A lot of reasons, but love is the main one. Love for their son, and love for the chances of life that were lost.
Think they got something.
Yeah, I like the way you work. Always an eye out for new talent. I once had an eye for talent myself, you know.
Oh, how I've tried to pretend I could choose to make this end. Oh, what a fool I've been. 'Cause the thought of losing you leaves me cold and turns me blue.
I mean, who would have thought one day we'd be standing around talking to a billionaire and that we'd have something in common? I mean, you like Tabasco and your hot dogs, and we both have an eye for talent.
Who indeed?
Well, I think it's nice.
Yeah. So, Mr. Crane, is that why you built the recording studio in the first place? To showcase some of the talent that you spotted?
I built it for one particular talent. It was a young woman that I was in love with. Voice like velvet. So beautiful.
But you never used it. I mean, usually studios have rows and rows of tapes, demos, you know. But when I first started using the recording studio, the tech guys who maintained all that high-tech equipment said it had never been used.
I didn't use it because I lost the woman that I loved. And after she was gone, I had no interest.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up such a painful memory.
That's all right. The years have made it less painful. At any rate, I'm very pleased to see what you've been doing in this studio. I do hope you find your parents. Wherever they are, I'm sure they'll be very proud of you. You know, the worst thing that can happen to a parent is losing a child. I made the mistake of letting a son be taken from me once. I'll never let that happen again. I'll keep my son this time.
Are you talking about little Ethan? Because I won't let you take him away from me, Julian. I won't. Just get it out of your head, Julian. You are never gonna get custody of my son.
You misunderstood, Teresa. I was not talking about little Ethan.
Well, then who are you talking about? I mean, what other son are you determined not to lose?
I was talking about Ethan. In spite of what you believe, it was very painful for me to find out that Ethan was Sam Bennett's son, not mine. And all I was saying was that I would not lose him again if I could do it over.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. See the way it works is my father actually always preferred the son that wasn't his over the son that was. Me. I guess losing Ethan really put a big crimp in your plans for the future, didn't it, Father? Looks like you're stuck with me as heir now, aren't you?
God help us.
Yeah.
Is Fox right? Were you talking about Ethan?
Yes, I was talking about Ethan. You have no idea what it costs a man to lose his son.
And be reasonable, Julian, okay? Don't put me through the pain you felt when you lost Ethan. Don't try to take my son away from me.
I know this is none of my business, but you were just wishing me luck on finding my parents. Now, I may never have met them, don't know who they are or what they're like, but I still wish I was raised by my real mother and father, even if I did hear horrible things about my father.
Well, I understand, but there's really no analogy here. I am little Ethan's real father, and I have as much right to raise him as his mother.
But you don't care about him, Julian. You just want an heir.
Hey, Chad, what horrible things did you hear about your real father?
That he was white and he wouldn't marry a black woman even though she was carrying his baby. You know, he was a racist. So yeah, maybe it would have been a disaster if I was raised by my mother without a father. But I do know kids want to be with their mother. And Teresa loves that baby so much. Why don't you just let her raise her son?
You say your father was a racist.
That's what I hear, yeah.
Must have been very difficult to hear that. I wanted my son to grow up in a loving family. He was a child conceived in love. All I wanted for him was love.
What are you talking about, Julian? Our child was not conceived in love. You got me drunk, and then you got me pregnant. But at least I have a wonderful son. And you have no right to have him. He is my son. I love him, and don't you even try to take him away from me, Julian.
All right, Teresa. I'll be reasonable. I just want to be part of this baby's life, so I will share custody with you.
You want to share?
That's right. I want to have a say in my son's future. What schools he'll attend, sports he'll play, making sure that he's prepared for the future. That's all.
That's all.
So I want him to know that I care, that I'm there for him.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
So you just want to be a part of the baby's life, sharing the decision-making, that sort of thing.
Yes, I'm willing to share custody. I think I'm being completely fair.
You think you're being fair, Julian? To whom? To you? To my son? I don't think so. No, I don't think it's fair to him for you to be involved in his life in any way. You were a horrible father to Ethan and to Fox. Yeah, and who knows how many bastard sons you have. But I guess they're the lucky ones. No, Julian, we're not going to share custody. You will never have any part in my son's life. And if possible, I won't even allow you to be in the same room with him.
I gave you a chance, Teresa, but if this is the way you want it, that's fine with me. But I warn you, it'll be a fight to the finish, and I won't lose. I will not allow you to keep me from my son. No one will do that to me, ever again.
Fine.
I will not miss a day with another son, I swear it. You're driving like a madman. Eve?
Julian. Oh, Julian, it was awful. And it's all over for me. It's all over for me.
Eve. Listen. Now tell me what happened. Why are you so upset?
I was looking at our son's baby booties, and then Liz found them, and she put them out where TC could see them. And then when he did, she said that I should tell him about our son.
What?
I knew she was going to tell him everything. I knew she was. So I beat her to the punch, and I told TC about our son.
You told TC about our son? Don't worry, Eve. We'll face this together. I won't abandon you this time. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.